So you want to know how we can overcome white systemic oppression while you're being funded by the white systemic oppression. See what I'm saying? How do we get free? But I want to keep on taking their money.
You just, because you're not going around in circles.
No, I'm very direct.
No, you explain.
The hand that pays is the hand that rules.
Can you answer my question, please? I asked it.
Go ahead. Ask again.
The question was, how can we overcome white system just by everyday needs of existence?
How are you going to do that being funded by the white system?
Okay, you will answer the question.
Another sister take her place. We got one more question.
To perpetuate a lot of the inequalities and lack of relations that our community find themselves to be in.
Well, because one of the problems is we keep on depending on white money to solve black problems. White money is never going to solve black problems. See, there's a difference between a poverty program and an empowerment program. Empowerment programs we have to create for ourselves. Poverty program the government will give you. Let me give you the difference, right? Poverty program. We are going to put money into reducing violence, right? You're never going to stop the violence because you got to fix the schools to do that. You got to create jobs to do that. But you're not going to do that because you don't want to stop the problem. You just want it to look like you're going to stop the problem. So you're going to fund all these thirsty black community organizations. And then you're going to tell them they can't do nothing just for black people. It got to be multicultural because you're using government money. And as a result of that, you keep getting all this money and the problems of black people never improve because the government didn't fund you to solve problems. The government funded you to distract you from the problem.
So would you suggest...
I do not take government funding for anything that I do.
Great.
Independence.
Yes.
That is what I was going to ask. So given that's the case, maybe this is not a question that you can answer, but it can be a reflection for some of us that find ourselves in some of these positions or engage with some of these culturally appropriate and multicultural services. What can we do to remain authentic and also advocate and challenge some of these social institutions?
Build your own organizations that you fund yourself. You got to have your own systems and institutions that you control and fund yourself. The reason we can't make any progress is 90% of the black community organizations in Australia, 90% of the black community organizations in France, 90% of the black community organizations in Canada, in the United States, and Brazil is funded by who? The white power structure. We are playing games with ourselves, thinking you're going to fix black problems with white money. It's going to be your money that's going to fix your problems because their money comes with too many stipulations that don't allow you to focus on the problem. Create your own platform to promote black businesses and black success. BET is controlled by Caucasians. They bought it from Bob Johnson 24 years ago. BET ain't been black in a quarter century. And so nothing you see on BET is focused on improving the image of African people. If we want to improve the image of African people, we have to promote our own images. One of the things that we need to do in Australia and everywhere, especially in white society, we need to create Black Drama Club, African Drama Club. We can afford to make our own movies, but we can make our own plays. Where is the play that shows what has happened in the Sudan? Where is the play that shows what has happened in Somalia? Where is the play that shows what has went on in Ethiopia? Where is the play that talks about slavery? Where is the play that talks about the greatness of black women and how they have held the family together despite the war on black men? We have to dramatize our greatness to our children. You have to dramatize it. Everything in the mind is controlled by what it sees and what it hears. Sound and image. Television is the most powerful socialization instrument in the world. TV controls behavior because TV controls mind. We might not have our own TV station, but we can have our own drama clubs. Why are we not dramatizing some of our greatest heroes from the past? Why are we not dramatizing some of our greatest epics from the past? Some of our greatest civilizations from the past? You can put a play on right here that might change the way black girls think about themselves forever. Go back to the drama. We need African-centered drama clubs. That's how we fought the media back in the day, and that's how we can fight the media now. Get off social network, and let's get back on the stage, brothers and sisters.
This question is to help me, I guess, win a debate or a conversation. I'm married to a black queen, first and foremost, everyone. The conversation I'm having with
Black queens, no bunnies.
And the question's around that, because this gentleman believes he's a Pan-African, but he has a snow bunny. He's a hypocrite. He's not. His debate is that his woman, the snow bunny, is down for him and the cause. His challenge is saying that his challenge is that the woman that he meets that are African are.
So he just admitted he hates his women. So how are you going to be a Pan-Africanist? He just said the black women are. So he's admitting he got a problem with black women.
No, when he said they're not supportive of the community, they're about making money, not giving back to the community. Right. He wants a woman that's going to be down with the community and show up at community organizations.
And the Caucasian cares more about the black community than black women.
Yes. So what I'm saying is,
I need to evaluate him. Snatch his melanin now!
And so what should I say to him and try to convince him that? I try to tell him just need to keep looking for the right one.
Continue, Bobby.
Yeah, so, and as I see walking around Australia, there's a lot of interracial relationships.
Oh yeah, they bunny hopping. I see bunnies all over here. I was looking for kangaroos and all I saw was snow bunnies.
So how can I try to convince him to keep searching?
You don't convince him, throw him away! Stop saving!
Thank you very much.
Just one last question.
Why is it okay for the white man to steal my resources as a black woman, as an African, and it's not okay for me to do the same for him? If it's to elevate my community and put it in the right space, why is it not okay for me to rob him? He's doing it to me. So that's my statement. But I'll get to my question.
No, sister! The ancestors that are Muslims. Wait! Stay with me. When the white man robbed, stole, enslaved, and colonized, he didn't do it with our permission. You understand? He did it as a racist and a thief. When you get funding from the Australian government, you're filling out an application. You're going through the whole process to get that money. And you are accepting the stipulations on that money that is going to be used to control you. Because the minute you take money, it automatically compromises your ability to speak truth to power. If Dr. Umar was getting funding for my movements, I couldn't speak this honestly to you about our situation. I need my tongue to be free. And the minute I take money from the government, I'm no longer free. Now let me qualify this. If you say, Dr. Umar, I'm getting funding from the Australian government to help these teenage girls. Yes. I'm getting funding to stop this crime. Yes. I'm getting funding to deal with these homeless mothers. I ain't got a problem with you because you're doing the best you can with what you have. But if you tell me, Dr. Umar, I'm a leader in my community fighting against systemic injustice for Africans in Australia, I'm going to say, no, you're not. Because if you are a leader of the community, you cannot be subsidized by the government. True. So I will not call you a hypocrite for accepting funding to help. But you got to recognize, you cannot consider yourself a frontline leader. Frontline leaders can never take money from the government. They have to fight.
And that's it. You are a frontline leader.
I am.
I'm not a frontline leader.
Gotcha.
There are people in this room like National Recovery Center, AYI, Violent Woman, who get the funding to help the community, to help the mothers, to help
And not against that.
That's it.
But all I'm saying is, all y'all who are getting funded, I need you to be honest with yourself and understand there is a compromising quality at play whenever you take money from the government. They do not fund you to help you get free from them. They fund you to control you. You understand? And I just need us to understand that. But keep doing the good fight.
Thank you. Are you ready for my question?
Yes, ma'am.
My question is in regards to like how we can best equip ourselves to overcome, I suppose, like white systems of oppression. What we can do in our everyday lives, just little things.
So you want to know how we can overcome white systemic oppression while you're being funded by the white systemic oppression? See what I'm saying? How do we get free? But I want to keep on taking their money.
You just, because you're like going around in circles.
No, I'm being very direct.
No, you explain.
The hand that pays is the hand that rules.
Can you answer my question, please? I asked it.
Go ahead. Ask again.
Oh my God. The question was, how can we overcome white systems just by everyday needs of existence?
How are you going to do that being funded by the white system?
Okay, you don't want to answer the question.
Another sister take her place. We got one more question.
Me too, Chief Brother Dr. Umar Johnson.
Hold on. That queen right there. Queen of the blacks.
Guys, this is gonna be the last one.
Queen right there. Where the mic at? And I still love you, sis. I still love you. Queen up there. Now, let me draw a compromise. Here's the compromise now. Some of y'all getting funded. Cool. Let's identify those who are getting the funding. Let's identify those like myself who are never going to take the funding. Let's organize both groups, white funded, completely independent, and let them collaborate as necessary so we can work together. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Because those who are getting the money, they ain't giving it back, right? So let them work together. Let's get the money! What I'm saying is, as we organize, here's what I'm saying. As we organize, I need to know who's getting funding. I need to know who's not to castigate anybody, but so we know how to move strategically. Are y'all following me? Yeah. In other words, the organizations that are getting funding, there's certain meetings they can't come to because we cannot risk you taking our strategy back because you're getting paid. Are y'all following me? Yeah. So we just need to know who's getting the funding so we know how to navigate you. Because in the freedom struggle, we can't expect everybody to be the unapologetic African. Are y'all following me?
Sure.
So for those who want to help but they're not really ready to sacrifice, we can use them if we know who they are. So if everybody in this room is honest about how much you're willing to give, we know how to use you. The problem is some of us show up like we are 100% unapologetically African, and we're not. Be honest about how much you're willing to sacrifice for the freedom of African people so we know where to place you. Everybody got a role, even those getting the money, but let us know who you are so we know how to use you. Black power. And listen, ladies, if you're 35 and older, and you're single with natural hair, because Australia like 20 hours away from Philadelphia. So I'm going to need me an Australian wifey next time I come back. So if you're 35 and up, holla at me.
Thank you, thank you.
You asked, do you think it's okay for a black woman, or for a brown woman to be with a black king?
No, because black kings need to be saved for black queens.
Okay.
That's understandable. I get it.
Okay. But what if it's like a security guard at the club who's like always going for her and he like They're kind of cute together.
He has low self-esteem. I want you to tell him he has low self-esteem.
You want to
Tell him Dr. Umar said, stop brown bunny hunting and go get you a chocolate goddess. That's what you tell him.
That's right. And I should get myself an Indian man. You're right.
There you go.